One Question is brought to you by Turnkey Search, a top industry search firm since 1996. This is part 2 of the One Question with Turnkey Sports President and CEO Len Perna. Yesterday we covered the founding story of Turnkey with interesting side notes that involved former Texas Athletic Director DeLoss Dodds, as well as former Texas Rangers owner Tom Hicks. I think you may find today's segment to have even greater value to those of us in college athletics as Perna talks about the rise of Turnkey Search in the college space, the essential role former Boston College and Villanova Athletic Director Gene DeFilippo plays in the process, and how Perna views Turnkey's marketplace positioning versus other search firms. Enjoy. On the search side, Len, so to date, you guys handled Michigan, or you have handled Michigan, Minnesota, Bowling Green, Grand Valley State. There's a couple others out there, of course, and you currently have the Georgia Tech process. If I'm a president, chancellor, and athletic director, how is Turnkey's value proposition different for AD searches or head coaching searches than other executive search firms in the marketplace?
Well, the short answer is Gene DeFilippo, because I think in order to understand the value of Turnkey, you need to understand who Gene DeFilippo is. And the fact of the matter is, some of the other search firms, Parker Search or really even Korn Ferry and some of the other ones don't have the hands-on experience that Gene had, 35 years as a college football coach. And an athletics administrator working his way really from the bottom to the top. Gene's won, multiple NCAA championships across different sports. Number 2 guy at Kentucky, the athletic director at Villanova and Boston College. He's on the board of the National Football Foundation. He's the prior president of NACDA. And so his experience sitting in the chair is unmatched if you compare us to any other search firm that's out there. And what we've done here at Turnkey, because we have 2 decades of experience doing search, is wrap around Gene a lot of good hardware, software, recruiters, and understanding of how to get to the very best candidates, how to vet them more carefully, how to be careful in making a match when filling, let's say, an AD position. And so, our existing team combined with Gene's, experience and hustle and know-how has turned out to be very effective. And it seems like we've found a niche in the marketplace.
Without, touching on anything that's proprietary for you guys internally, what have you and the team around Gene found maybe most interesting or unexpected as you have executed some of these AD searches in college athletics versus, your track record in executive search at the pro level or at the high corporate sports entertainment level?
Let me make sure I understand your question. Are you asking for what the secret sauce is?
Well, I don't expect you to tell me what the secret sauce is, other than what you just told me in terms of Gene. What I'm most curious about is what's the difference, Len? What have you found to be the biggest difference between high-level searches in the college space and high-level searches in pro sports / high-level corporate jobs in sports and entertainment as a whole?
Well, there are a lot of differences between the pro space and the college space. But in my opinion, those differences are cosmetic. It seems like the process looks different. It seems like the people are different. Certainly in the college space, there's committees involved, which you don't have in the pro space. But I believe all those things are truly cosmetic because I think when it really boils down to it, it's a very similar process that we're running for our pro clients and our college clients. And the reason for that is that to manage a search properly means really deeply understanding what the pain points are at a university and really understanding what their needs are in a really deep way. And and then being very careful to do the proper screening, the proper vetting, and to really understand the candidates at a really deep level. And to do that, I think you need to have been an athletic director for 20 plus years, which Gene has been. And so, my answer is that, despite the cosmetic differences, the search business is truly the same on the searches, because you want to get a perfect or as close to a perfect match as you can. And that really means deeply understanding the client and deeply understanding the candidates. And we do that. And I think we do it better than anyone else.
Yeah, on that front, Len, I would guess most search firms in our industry who may hear this, or those who have engaged with other search firms, they're going to, when they listen to this interview, they're going to nod their head and go, well, sure. That seems pretty obvious. Is there a internal set of questions or ways in which you engage with the client that can draw those things out in a really effective and quality manner that allows you to dig deeper on what you just stated, what's important, what are key touch points, than maybe others aren't doing? How do you do that?
I mean, we do, we obviously do have, kind of our standard protocols here for, on both sides of the equation. We have, our standard procedures on when we go down to a campus and, meet with the president and the board and the committee and the coaches and the provost and everybody else that we meet with. We spend a lot of time on that. We take copious notes, and we have our scripts there. And then we do have scripts on the interview side with candidates. So we have all that. I think all the other firms have all that too. I think a differentiator is, from what I'm hearing of the clients who have hired us so far, what they have said to us about some of the other search firms is that the other firms, I think, kind of go merrily along with what they've been told by the university. And we tend to come in and we're not afraid to press a little bit. We're not afraid to ask some hard questions and push back on the client and make sure that we understand, and even in fact, if they understand exactly what the need set is. And so I feel like we're managing searches firmer. We're definitely paying a lot more attention to confidentiality. I'm seeing a lot of leaks from other firms, and we're not getting any of those leaks. So I just feel like there's a firm hand here that's kind of given us a competitive advantage.
And that's today's one question, brought to you by Turnkey Search, a top industry search firm since 1996. One Question is designed to give D1 Ticker subscribers valuable insights on how executive leaders in college athletics think about key issues on their respective campuses, in their departments, or within their leagues and conferences. One Question is brought to you by Turnkey Search, a top industry search firm since 1996.